Look younger today. Avoid these 6 mistakes that age you faster after 60. Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, when did I start looking older than I feel? You're not alone. As we age, our appearance can change in ways that don't always align with how we feel inside. And while some of these changes are inevitable, the good news is there are ways to reverse or at least slow down the aging process without drastic measures. We all want to look and feel younger, and that's especially true once we hit our 60s and beyond. But sometimes it's the small, subtle things that make us look older than we really are. The good news? With just a few tweaks to your daily routine, you can make a noticeable difference in how you look and feel. In today's video, we're going to talk about 6 common things that make you look older than you are, and the simple, effective changes you can make to reverse them. Let's start with the first one. Have you ever caught yourself slumping while you're sitting or walking? It's easy to do, especially as we get older. Our posture tends to degrade over time, and it's something we often don't even notice. But here's the thing. Poor posture not only makes us look older, it can also lead to back and neck pain, which just adds to the overall wear and tear on our bodies. Think about the difference between standing tall and having your shoulders back versus slouching forward. The first one instantly makes you look younger and more confident, while the second makes you appear tired and older. So what can you do to fix it? It's actually simpler than you think. Start by being more aware of your posture throughout the day. Whether you're sitting at the kitchen table, walking around the house, or even waiting in line at the grocery store, take a moment to check in with your posture. Keep your shoulders relaxed, but pull back, and your spine straight. Another thing that can help is incorporating some simple stretches or exercises that strengthen your core muscles. A strong core is key to maintaining good posture. Try incorporating exercises like planks, wall sits, or even yoga poses like the cat-cow stretch into your routine. Just a few minutes each day can make a huge difference in how your body feels and how you appear. Now let's move on to the next point, which is something many of us overlook: the way we dress. You might think that fashion is only for younger people, but the truth is the way you dress can have a significant impact on how old you look. It's not about wearing trendy clothes or trying to dress like you're 30 again, but rather it's about choosing pieces that flatter your body and make you feel confident. You know that feeling when you put on a favorite outfit that just seems to give you a little extra pep in your step? That's because the right clothing can do wonders for how you look, but the wrong clothing can age you fast. For example, oversized clothes or outfits that don't fit well can make you look like you've given up, whereas clothes that are too tight can be uncomfortable and highlight areas you may not want to emphasize. Instead, aim for clothes that fit well and suit your body shape. That doesn't mean you have to be following the latest trends, no one expects you to be, but paying attention to things like tailored fits and colors that complement your skin tone can make a big difference. A well-fitted jacket or pair of trousers can instantly make you look more polished and youthful. And don't be afraid to add a pop of color or a fun accessory like a scarf or statement necklace. It can really brighten up your look and give you a fresh vibe. When it comes to footwear, comfort is key, but that doesn't mean you have to sacrifice style. Look for shoes that support your feet but still look sleek. Avoid shoes that look overly worn out or outdated. Those can easily make you appear older. There are plenty of stylish, comfortable options out there, so take your time finding a pair that works for both comfort and style. So, what have we covered so far? We've talked about posture and the importance of standing tall, and we've discussed how choosing the right clothing can make a huge impact on your appearance. Both of these are relatively easy to change, but they can have a profound effect on how others perceive you, and more importantly, how you feel about yourself. But now let's dive into something that many people experience but don't always address: the way we care for our skin. As we age, our skin naturally loses elasticity, and it can start to show signs of wear and tear, like wrinkles and age spots. And while these changes are completely normal, there are some things we can do to help keep our skin looking as youthful as possible. One of the biggest mistakes people make is neglecting their skin's hydration. It's easy to think that just washing your face is enough, but moisturizing is just as important, especially as we get older. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and drier, so it needs that extra bit of care. Make sure you're using a good moisturizer, especially one with ingredients like hyaluronic acid, which helps retain moisture and plump up the skin. You should also protect your skin from the sun, even on cloudy days. I know we've all heard this before, but it's worth repeating. The sun is one of the biggest contributors to premature aging. So make it a habit to wear sunscreen with at least SPF 30 every day. And while you're at it, consider adding a nourishing serum or oil to your skincare routine. It's an easy way to add extra hydration and antioxidants to your skin, giving it that healthy, youthful glow. These small skincare habits won't just help your skin look younger. They'll also make you feel better in your own skin. And feeling good in your skin is one of the keys to looking and feeling younger overall. Now that we've covered posture, clothing, and skincare, we're ready to move on to the next thing that can make you look older than you are. But before we get there, I encourage you to start making these small changes today. It's the little things that add up over time, and before you know it, you'll be feeling and looking years younger. So with that said, let's dive into the next topic. Now that we've talked about posture, clothing, and skincare, let's move on to another aspect that can make us look older: the way we move. It's not just about standing tall or sitting up straight. It's about how we carry ourselves through the day. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to glide effortlessly, while others seem to shuffle or move stiffly? The difference in movement often reflects how our bodies are aging. But here's the good news. You can improve the way you move with just a little bit of effort. One of the main things that contribute to slower, stiffer movement is a lack of physical activity. As we get older, it's easy to fall into a more sedentary lifestyle, especially if we're dealing with aches and pains. But the reality is, even just a small amount of movement each day can do wonders for your overall mobility and energy levels. You don't have to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Simple, low-impact activities like walking, swimming, or even gentle yoga can keep your joints flexible and your muscles strong. These activities can also improve your balance, which is crucial for preventing falls as we age. The key is consistency. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days of the week. One exercise I recommend for many of my friends and family is walking. It's easy and you can do it almost anywhere. You don't need fancy equipment, just a good pair of shoes and a place to walk. If you can, try walking briskly for 30 minutes each day. This can increase your heart rate, improve circulation, and keep your muscles engaged. And if you walk outside, you get the added bonus of fresh air and vitamin D from the sun. Yoga is another fantastic option, especially for improving flexibility and balance. There are many online classes specifically designed for seniors, focusing on gentle stretches and poses that can improve posture and reduce stiffness. Even just 10 minutes a day can make a difference. The bonus with yoga is that it also helps with relaxation, which leads to reduced stress levels, a huge factor in how we look and feel. By staying active, you can start to feel younger and more agile, which is key for looking younger too. So make sure you're not just sitting for long periods. Move your body every day, even if it's just for a short walk or some gentle stretching. This will help you feel stronger, more energized, and more youthful in how you carry yourself. Now let's talk about something that's a little less obvious but just as important: the impact of stress on our appearance. Stress has been called the silent aging factor, and for good reason. When we're under stress, our bodies release a hormone called cortisol, which can have a direct impact on our skin, hair, and overall health. High cortisol levels can cause inflammation, leading to wrinkles, dull skin, and even thinning hair. But stress doesn't just affect us physically. It can also lead to a cycle of poor habits, like not getting enough sleep, eating unhealthy foods, or neglecting our exercise routine. Over time, these stress-induced behaviors can make us look and feel older than we are. So what can we do to manage stress? The first step is recognizing when you're feeling stressed and taking action to break the cycle. Finding a hobby or activity that helps you relax is key. Maybe it's reading, gardening, knitting, or even meditating. These activities give your mind a break, which helps lower cortisol levels and reduces stress on your body. Another important way to manage stress is through deep breathing exercises. Taking a few moments each day to practice deep breathing can calm your mind, relax your body, and lower your stress levels. Try this simple exercise. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a slow, deep breath in for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 4, and then exhale slowly for a count of 4. Repeat this for a few minutes, and you'll feel the tension start to melt away. If you find that stress is negatively affecting your sleep, it's important to develop a calming bedtime routine. Sleep is crucial for maintaining a youthful appearance and overall health. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Try going to bed at the same time each night, and consider incorporating relaxing activities like reading a book or listening to calming music before bed. Avoid screens for at least an hour before sleep, as the blue light from phones and computers can interfere with your ability to fall asleep. Managing stress is a lifelong process, but the more you practice these simple techniques, the more resilient you'll become to the negative effects of stress. And when stress doesn't have such a strong hold on you, your body and mind can focus on healing, regenerating, and staying youthful. So far, we've covered movement, stress management, and the importance of staying active. All of these elements are essential for feeling and looking younger. But now let's talk about something that's often underestimated: hydration. We all know that drinking water is essential for our health, but as we age, hydration becomes even more important. Our bodies are made up of about 60% water, and as we get older, our ability to retain water decreases. This can lead to dry skin, constipation, and fatigue, making us look and feel older than we are. Dehydration also affects our joints, making them feel stiffer and more painful. So how can you make sure you're staying hydrated? First and foremost, drink plenty of water throughout the day. Aim for at least 8 cups of water a day, but you might need more depending on your activity level and the climate where you live. If plain water feels too boring, try infusing it with slices of fruit, like lemon, cucumber, or berries, to add a little flavor. Also keep in mind that hydration isn't just about drinking water. You can get fluids from foods like fruits and vegetables, soups, and teas. Cucumbers, watermelon, oranges, and strawberries are especially hydrating and are great options to include in your diet. And don't forget about herbal teas. Chamomile, peppermint, and green tea are all great choices that can contribute to your daily fluid intake. By staying hydrated, you'll notice your skin feeling more supple, your energy levels improving, and even your joints feeling less stiff. Hydration is such a simple but powerful way to stay looking and feeling younger. As we've discussed today, small changes in how you move, manage stress, and hydrate can make a world of difference in how you look and feel. Now let's move on to the final point, something that ties everything together and can really help you look and feel your best. But before we dive in, take a moment to reflect on these changes. When you start to make them part of your daily routine, you'll soon begin to notice the positive effects on your body and mind. Stay with me, because we're almost there. Now that we've covered how movement, stress management, and hydration can help you feel younger and more energized, let's talk about one more important aspect: your mindset. How we think about ourselves and how we approach aging plays a huge role in how we look and feel. And the good news is this is something you can absolutely change. As we age, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that getting older means slowing down, giving up on certain dreams, or resigning ourselves to a decline in energy or ability. But let me tell you, that's just not true. In fact, studies have shown that having a positive mindset about aging can actually help you live longer, feel healthier, and yes, look younger. When we embrace the idea of aging gracefully, rather than fighting it or fearing it, we take the pressure off ourselves. And when you stop worrying about how old you are, it's amazing how much more energy you can have to focus on the things that bring you joy. Think about it this way. When you're excited about life, you naturally carry yourself with more confidence. You move more freely, smile more, and interact with others in a way that radiates warmth and energy. This kind of positive energy is contagious and makes you appear younger to those around you. One way to boost your mindset is by setting new goals. Maybe there's something you have always wanted to try, like learning to play an instrument, picking up a new hobby, or even taking up travel again. It's never too late to start something new. In fact, having goals to work toward gives you a sense of purpose and keeps your mind sharp. The act of setting and achieving goals, no matter how big or small, has been shown to improve self-esteem and mental well-being. Another way to shift your mindset is by focusing on gratitude. Take a moment each day to think about the things you are grateful for, whether it's your health, your family, or the simple joys of everyday life. Gratitude has been proven to reduce stress, improve your mood, and increase feelings of contentment. When you focus on the positives in your life, it helps you feel more youthful and energized, both inside and out. And speaking of positivity, one of the best ways to look and feel younger is to surround yourself with people who lift you up. As we age, it's important to keep connections with friends and family strong. Being around positive, supportive people will encourage you to stay active, engaged, and happy. It's also a great way to keep your spirits high, which is so important for maintaining your vitality. But let's not forget about the simple act of smiling. It sounds so simple, right? But smiling is one of the easiest ways to instantly improve your mood, brighten your face, and make yourself appear more approachable and youthful. Smiling releases endorphins, which are your body's natural feel-good hormones. It's amazing how much of a difference a smile can make, not just in how you feel, but in how others perceive you. Now let's touch on something that might be a little less obvious, but plays a huge role in how we feel. Sleep. As we get older, our sleep patterns can change, and many people find it harder to get a good night's rest. But sleep is crucial for maintaining a youthful appearance and staying healthy. During sleep, your body repairs itself and your cells regenerate. This is when your body heals from the stresses of the day and works to maintain your skin, hair, and overall well-being. If you've been struggling with sleep, it's time to make it a priority. Start by establishing a relaxing bedtime routine. This might include winding down with a good book, taking a warm bath, or practicing some gentle breathing exercises. Try to keep your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool, as these conditions are best for restful sleep. And avoid caffeine and heavy meals late in the day, as they can interfere with your ability to fall asleep. The better your sleep, the more refreshed and youthful you will feel in the morning. And when you're well rested, your energy levels stay up, your skin looks brighter, and your mind stays sharp. Now let's pull everything together. We've discussed how posture, clothing, skincare, physical activity, stress management, hydration, mindset, and sleep all contribute to how we age. It may seem like a lot to consider, but remember, small changes can make a big difference. It's not about trying to turn back the clock. It's about making choices today that will help you look and feel your best for years to come. The key is consistency. These changes won't happen overnight, but with time, you'll notice a transformation in how you feel and how others perceive you. More importantly, you'll start to notice a difference in how you view yourself. You'll begin to embrace the aging process, not fear it, and in doing so, you'll begin to radiate a youthful energy that comes from within. Before we wrap up, I want to encourage you to take action today. Start with one thing, whether it's improving your posture, drinking more water, or setting a new goal. Don't wait for tomorrow. Each small step you take brings you closer to looking and feeling like your best self. And remember, aging is a privilege, not a burden. You're not just getting older, you're getting wiser, stronger, and more capable with each passing day. If you enjoyed this video and found these tips helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts or any tips you found helpful for staying young at heart in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more practical advice on living your best life after 60. Here's to feeling younger, living fully, and enjoying every single day of this amazing chapter in your life. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If this video gave you something to think about or made you smile, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom every week. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and join the conversation. Your voice matters. Your story matters. Until next time, stay wise, stay kind, and take care.